strong in faith.
Faith can move mountains. Radio Maria, 91.3 FM.
The voice of truth.
Hello, good morning, beautiful people of Abuja. How are we doing today? You're welcome to the Genius Kids Show. You know, every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. it's time for the Genius Kids Show. So welcome to another exciting episode of the Genius Kids Show on Radio Maria 91.3 FM. The Genius Kids Show is the show where we discover ways to ignite the genius in your child, because on this show we believe that every child has a genius in him or her. So welcome once again to today's show, okay? Alright, so with me here in the studio are some amazing children. We have quite a handful this morning, and they will take turns to introduce themselves. But as always, I am your Genius Kids host. My name is Genevieve Duruiheoma. I am your Genius Kids host. Children, remember, you can always call me Miss Genny. I hope you've been doing well. I hope you had a fantastic week, and I hope your Saturday is going just fine. And I hope that you listen attentively to the stories we have today. All right, so right about now, you shall be meeting with our guest here in the studio, starting with the one to my right. Let's hear you, please.
Good morning, Abuja. My name is Divine Wachoku.
Hi, Divine. How is Divine today?
Fine, thank you.
All right, welcome to the Genius Kids host, Divine. Let's meet you.
Good morning, Abuja. My name is David Chinabo.
Hi, David Chinabong. How is David Chinabong today?
Fine.
Okay, do you mind telling us your name properly?
My name is David Chinabo.
Better. David Chinabong. So when you say your name, say it confidently, because nobody should say your name better than you, okay? Don't rush your name like that, chasing you with a stick. Okay, so welcome to the Genius Kids host show, David Chinabong. Let's meet you.
Good morning, Abuja. My name is Gabriel Felix Sachirano.
Hi, Gabby. How are you doing today?
Fine.
Welcome to the Genius Kids show. Let's meet you.
Good morning, people of Abuja. My name is Mesama Chukwudole.
Hi, person of the studio. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Welcome to the Genius Kids show. Let's meet you, guys.
My name is Chibeze.
Hi, Chibeze. No hello, nothing for those at home.
Good morning, Abuja.
Good morning. Good morning, Chibeze. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Welcome to the Genius Kids show. Let's meet you.
Good morning, Abuja. My name is Chimbalum Olivia Iberium.
Welcome to the Genius Kids show, Chimbalum Olivia Iberium. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
All right, let's meet you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Audrey Sachaloni.
Hi, Audrey. How have you been?
Fine.
Been a long time we last saw you on the show. Good to have you back. Hello, baby. What's your name? Are you sad? All right, sorry about that. Welcome to the Genius Kids show. All right, so these are all of us in the studio today, and right about now we'll be going on a short break. But remember, grab a seat, sit still, listen up, get your pen and paper to note important points, because you would have the opportunity to call us after the stories to tell us what you've learned. Just a quick one. We will be reading 2 stories today. The first being the 3 Little Pigs, and the second, the Gruffalo. I know you're as excited as I am, so catch you after the break. Welcome back, welcome back. You know, the more we are together, the more we know that you're listening to us, the happier we all are. So welcome again to the show. And I think the one that refused to tell us his name is ready to say hello. Let's find out. Hello, what's your name? Kansi. How are you today, Kansi? Good to have you on the show. Say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. So let's begin with the first story for the day, the 3 Little Pigs. How many little pigs?
3
The 3 little pigs. Now listen. This is a story originally written by James Halliwell Phillips in 1886. But over time, a lot of people have retold the story with little variations to make it their own. So we have listened to improved versions, revised versions, different versions of the story of the three little pigs. And today we'll be listening to one that was tweaked, that was revised, that was retold by Genevieve Duruiheoma. But again, the original story is attributed to James Halliwell Phillips. James Halliwell, who?
Philly.
I hope you're listening because I'll ask questions. Now, the three little pigs. Once upon a time, there was an old sow with three little pigs. And as she had not enough to take care of them, she thought to herself, I think I'll send my little piggies out to fend for themselves, lest they stay here and die of hunger. And I'm getting old and weak and have not enough strength to work very hard and take care of them. So she called her three little pigs and said, I'm sorry, my little piggies, but I have to let you go into the world and make a life for yourselves. I am old and weak and can no longer take care of you. Please stay away from the wicked wolf and always do your best. Remember, good things do not come easily, so please work hard and be patient. She blessed them and kissed them goodbye. The first little pig went off to the west. On his way, he met a man with a bundle of straw and said to him, please, man, give me some straws to build me a house. The man asked, are you sure you want to build with straws? They are not strong enough to withstand the winds. But the little piggy was lazy and didn't want to keep searching for tools to build his house. So he said, I know, sir, but please give me some straws. Before the winds come, I will build a better house. So the man gave him a bundle of straw, and the little piggy built a house with it. The first little piggy was happy. He lay on his bed smiling and wondering how his brothers were faring when he heard a knock on the door. He took a peek through the window and saw that it was the wolf. Fear gripped him instantly. Little pig, let me in, said the wolf. To which the pig answered, no, no, by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Then I will huff and I will puff and I'll blow your house in, said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house and the house of straws collapsed. Before the little pig could run away, the wolf caught hold of him and ate him up. The second little pig went off to the east. On his way, he met a man with a bundle of sticks and said to him, please, man, give me some sticks to build me a house. The man asked, are you sure you want to build with sticks? They are not strong enough to withstand the strong winds and rains. But the little piggy was lazy and didn't want to keep searching for tools to build his house. So he said, I know, but please give me some sticks. Before the winds and the rains come, I will build a better house. So the man gave him a bundle of sticks, and the little piggy built a house with it. The second little piggy was happy. He sat on his table to have a delicious lunch when he heard a knock on his door. He took a peek through the window and saw that it was the wolf. Fear gripped him instantly. Little pig, let me in, said the wolf. To which the pig replied, no, 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 by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in, said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew. But the house stood firm. The little pig laughed and the wolf was sad. The wolf left and returned the next day. Little pig, let me in, said the wolf. To which the pig replied, no, no, by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in, said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed. And he blew his house, and the house became wobbly and shaky, but it did not fall. The little pig got a little worried, but thought to himself, yes, my house is shaky, but I don't think the wolf will come back. He has tried twice and failed. The wolf left, but returned the next day. Little pig, let me in, said the wolf. To which the pig answered, no, no, by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in, said the wolf. The wolf took a deep breath and throwing his head back, he huffed and he puffed. And the house of sticks came crashing down. Before the little pig could escape, the wolf got hold of him and ate him up. The third little piggy went up north. He searched and searched for the perfect tool with which to build his house. Finally, he met a man with a load of bricks and he said to him, please, man, give me some bricks to build me a house. So the man gave him the bricks. The third little pig took his time to build a beautiful brick house. He built a chimney up in his roof so that the smoke from his fireplace will not pollute his house. Then he finished building his brick house. He was happy. He sat on his couch and was reading a book when he heard a knock on his door. Boom, boom, boom. He took a peek through the window and saw that it was the wolf, but he was not afraid. Little pig, let me in. To which the pig answered, no, no, by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in, said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed. And he blew the house with all his might, but the house stood firm. He did this all week and then realized that a huff and a puff could not pull down the brick house. So he thought of other ways to trick the little pig out of his house and eat him up. He said, little pig, I know where there is a field of broccoli. Where? Said the little pig. Oh, in Mr. Ben's garden. And if you'll be ready tomorrow morning, I'll call for you and we'll go together and get some for dinner. Very well, said the little pig. I'll be ready. What time do you mean to go? Oh, at 6 o'clock. Well, the little pig got up at 5 and got the broccoli and was home again before 6. When the wolf came, he said, little pig, are you ready? Ready, said the little pig. I have been there and come back already, and I got a nice pot full for dinner. The wolf felt very angry at this, but thought that he would be up to the little pig somehow or another way. So he said, okay, little pig, I know where there is a nice apple tree. Where? Said the pig. Down at Mary Garden, replied the wolf. And if you will not deceive me, I will come to you at 5 o'clock tomorrow, and we'll go together and get some apples. Well, the little pig woke at 4 the next morning and bustled up and went off for the apples, hoping to get back before the wolf came. But it was quite a distance, and he had to climb the tree so that just as he was coming down from it, he saw the wolf coming, which, as you may suppose, frightened him very much. When the wolf came up, he said, "Little pig, what are you here before me? What? Are you here before me? And are they nice apples?" Yes, very, very nice apples," said the little pig. Would you like to have a taste? I will throw you down one." And he threw it so far that while the wolf was gone to pick it up, the little pig jumped down and ran home. The next day, the wolf came again and said to the little pig, "Little pig, there is a fair in town this afternoon. Will you go?" "Oh, yes," said the pig, "I will go. What time shall you be ready?" "At 3," said the wolf. So the little pig went off before the time as usual and got to the fair and bought a drum and was on his way home with it when he saw the wolf coming. Then he could not tell what to do. So he got into the drum to hide, and in doing so, turned it round, and it began to roll, and it rolled down the hill with the pig inside it, which frightened the wolf so much that he ran home without going to the fair. He went to the little pig's house and told him how frightened he had been by a great round thing which came down the hill after him. Then the little pig said, "Ha! Ha, ha, I frightened you, did I? I had been to the fair and bought a drum, and when I saw you, I got into it and rolled down the hill." Then the wolf was very angry indeed and declared he would eat up the little pig and that he would get down the chimney after him. When the little pig saw what he was about to do, he hung on the pot full of water and made up a blazing fire. And just as the wolf was coming down, took up the cover of the pot, and in fell the wolf. The heat was too much for the wolf that he immediately jumped out and, groaning in pains, dashed to the door. He opened it and ran as fast as his legs could carry him, and he never came back for the little pig. And the little pig lived happily ever after. The end. Hope we enjoyed the story.
Yes.
Alright, let's go on a very quick break. When we return, we'll read our second story for the day. See you. Alright, it's such a beautiful day, and we'll be going over to our second story, The Gruffalo, written by Julia Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Scheffler. The Gruffalo. Can I hear you say that?
The Gruffalo.
Alright, now listen, everyone. A mouse took a stroll through the deep, dark wood. A fox saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. "Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house." "It's terribly kind of you, fox, but no, I'm going to have lunch with a Gruffalo." "A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo?" "A Gruffalo? Why, didn't you know? He has terrible tusks and terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws." "Where are you meeting him?" "Here, by the rocks. And his favorite food is roasted fox." "Roasted fox? I'm off," Fox said. "Goodbye, little mouse," and away he sped. Silly old fox! Doesn't he know there is no such thing as a Gruffalo? On went the mouse through the deep, dark wood. An owl saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. "Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have tea in my tree-top house." It's frightfully nice of you, Al, but no, I'm going to have tea with a Gruffalo. A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo? Why? Didn't you know? He has knobbly knees and turned out toes and a poisonous wart at the end of his nose. Where are you meeting him? Here, by the stream. And his favorite food is owl ice cream. Owl ice cream? To whee, to whoo, goodbye little mouse, and away owl flew. Silly old owl, doesn't he know? There is no such thing as a Gruffalo. On went the mouse through the deep dark wood. A snake saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come for a feast in my log pile house. It's wonderfully good of you, snake, but no. I'm having a feast with a Gruffalo. A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo? Why? Didn't you know? His eyes are orange. His tongue is black. He has purple prickles all over his back. Where are you meeting him? Here, by this lake. And his favorite food is scrambled snake. Scrambled snake? It's time I hid. Goodbye, little mouse, and away snake slid. Silly old snake. Doesn't he know? There is no such thing as a Gruffalo. But who is this creature with terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws? He has knobbly knees and turned out toes and a poisonous wart at the end of his nose. His eyes are orange. His tongue is black. He has purple prickles all over his back. Oh, help! Oh, no, it's a Gruffalo! My favorite food, the Gruffalo said. You taste good on a slice of bread. Good, said the mouse. Don't call me good. I'm the scariest creature in this wood. Just walk behind me and you will see everyone is afraid of me. All right, said the Gruffalo, bursting with laughter. You go ahead, I'll follow behind. They walked and walked till the Gruffalo said, I hear a hiss in the leaves ahead. It's a snake, said the mouse. Why, snake? Hello? The snake took one look at the Gruffalo. Oh, crumbs, he said. Goodbye, little mouse, and off he slid to his log pile house. You see, said the mouse, I told you so. Amazing, said the Gruffalo. They walked some more till the Gruffalo said, I hear a hoot in the trees ahead. It's Owl, said the mouse. Why? Owl, hello. Owl took one look at the Gruffalo. Oh dear, he said, goodbye, little mouse, and off he flew in his tree-top house. You see, said the mouse, I told you so. Astounding, said the Gruffalo. They walked some more till the Gruffalo said, I can hear feet on the path ahead. It's Fox, said the mouse. Why, Fox? Hello? Fox took one look at the Gruffalo. Oh, help! He said, goodbye, little mouse, and off he ran to his underground house. Well, Gruffalo, said the mouse, you see, everyone is afraid of me. But now, my tummy is beginning to rumble. My favorite food is Gruffalo crumble. Gruffalo crumble? The Gruffalo said. And quick as the wind, he turned and fled. All was quiet again in the deep, dark wood. The mouse found the nuts, and the nuts was good. The Hope we enjoyed the story.
Yes.
All right, a quick break. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines for you to call and tell us what you learned and have the opportunity to answer our questions as well. See you in a bit. Indeed, when we read, we can visit so many places. Today we visited the wolf and the pig, the three little pigs. And also we visited the little brown mouse and the Gruffalo. Wasn't it an exciting day?
Yes.
It really was. You know, some of us in school, during the exam, you want to be the first person to submit. Does the first to submit always come out as the best? And then you're writing, you've seen, Amanda has submitted. Oh my God, you're now rushing. You're rushing. I have to be the second. The things you knew, you won't try them again just because you want to submit. So people will say, wow, you mean you are done? 100 questions already. You guys submit, come outside. Then people will now be saying, did you see that one? The answer was Mr. Tunde. And you're like, hey, did I see anything that looks like Tunde in that hole? You now say, yes, now, osmosis now. You saw the answer. Osmosis, photosynthesis. Yes. I don't think I saw anything like that. So it's now when you're sleeping, all the answers will begin to come back. You're now dreaming. You're like, beautifully. If you're like that, should we change your name to First Little Pig or Second Little Pig? That's the First Little Pig because First Little Pig just wanted something fast without focusing on the excellence. The Second Little Pig knew what to do right, but didn't want to do the right thing because he was lazy. The wolf visited him how many times before he blew it down? 2 times, and at the 10th visit, the wolf blew down the house. What did he tell himself? He won't come back again. Some of you are preparing for exam. You know you don't know this topic well. Yeah, it will come out. Even when our teacher was teaching it, she was not, her eyes were not like that. When you know a question that will come out in exam, you know. So you not read that part because you think it's difficult. You say, no, I'm not reading this. You're just acting like the Second Little Pig. Because you're like, no, the wolf will not come back. No need reading this thing. In fact, it's even too simple. How can they ask us something very simple like this? You now enter the hall. Number 1 question. What's this? You are trying to remember what's in your notebook and your brain can't find it because you did not put it there. You're just acting like the Second Little Pig. The Second Little Pig knew the consequences, knew what could happen, but chose not to do the right thing because he felt it did not matter. Also, the Second Little Pig had opportunity to correct his mistakes, but did not want to. After the wolf left and his house was shaky, that was an opportunity for him to do what? To rebuild his house, right? To do the right thing, to fix it. Because after the second visit of the wolf, we noticed that the house was what? Shaky. It was wobbly and shaky. But did he do that? No, he said he won't come again. Some of us, you make a mistake as you're writing something. I say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's only this one. You are so tired to correct it. Or maybe you're reading your notes, you see that you made a mistake in the notes you wrote. You're like, I know the correct answer is in my head, so no need correcting this. I'm not in the mood to cancel anything. You just leave it like that. And then after some time, when you would have forgotten that it was actually a mistake, you read it that way, and that wrong information gets into your head, and that is how you store the wrong info. So some of us do not like to correct their mistakes. They do not like, you're in the house, your parents give you a chore to do, you're supposed to sweep the room, but your broom never goes under the bed because nobody will see it. Why should I sweep under the bed? Who will see it? In fact, some of you will sweep things under the bed. The room is looking good, but under the bed is another room. Nobody will notice. You're just being like the Second Little Pig. But the Third Little Pig taught us that what is worth doing is worth doing well. Can I hear you say that? What is worth doing is worth doing well. If you have to do a thing, do it right. It's better you don't have a house than to build a house that is shaky. It is better you don't do a thing than to do it haphazardly or absent-mindedly or without your whole time and focus. Some of you will do assignments, submit to your teacher. When the teacher marks it wrong, that's when your senses come back. Wow, did I really write this? Some of you will write exams, and when your scripts come out, you are like, but I know this answer now. This thing is simple. Then what happened? Because at that time, you're just rushing. Let me be the first to finish and submit. So, my dear listeners, my dear lovely children, being the first in doing a thing does not always mean being excellent, okay? Not everything is a race, not everything is an inter-house sport. Sometimes you just need to take your time and think tactfully and get something done properly without rushing through it, okay? All right, now I have a question for those of us here in the studio. We were told in the story of the three little pigs that the mommy pig was old and tired, and because of that, she needed to send her children off to go fend for themselves. What is a mommy pig called? Yes, Divine.
So,
It's SOW, but it's not called sow. Sow is to sow something in the farm. So, okay, I want you to pronounce this word COW.
cow.
Okay. Now, that same way you pronounce cow, I want you to pronounce SOW.
So,
I didn't hear you, sorry.
so,
So. Mm.
so,
Okay, pronounce COW again.
cow.
Pronounce, change that K to S. What will it be?
Sow.
Beautiful. So, a mommy pig is called a.
Sow.
A mommy pig is called a.
Sow.
The word sow and to sow something, to sow in the field when you have some seeds, you want to sow your millet, your corn, they are spelled the same way. They are spelled as SOW, but they are pronounced in different ways. So I want to get it. If you want to plant a seed, what is it called? You do what?
So,
If you want to plant a seed, what do? You
so,
I can't hear Chimelo. Do you want to read the story out to us? Okay, so focus. If you want to plant a seed, what you do is called what?
So.
If you want to catch the mommy of a pig, what you do is you catch a
Sow.
Beautiful. So words that are spelled the same but have different pronunciations, what are they called? Who knows? Okay, Audrey.
Homonyms.
Homonyms. No. No. Um, you, Audrey?
Homophones.
Homophones. No. Yes.
Antonyms.
No. Yes.
Synonyms.
Ah. No.
Synonyms.
Okay. Everything nonims. Define nonims. Ella nonims. Everybody nonims. No, that's not it. You are saying different things. There are words that are spelled the same, but when you pronounce them, the way you pronounce them gives you a different. Those at home, can somebody attempt to answer this question? I don't want to answer it. If you answer correctly, you win a copy of my book, Summer's Silly Swap, and I'll keep it at the studio for you next weekend to come pick up. So if you know the answer, try as much as possible not to ask mommy and dad. But anyway, if you know the answer, call me and tell me words that are spelled the same but are pronounced differently. Just like so and sow. Call me and tell me if you know the answer and you stand the chance to win a copy of our book, all right? So, as we wait to see if anybody would attempt that question, the next question I have for us here is, what is a daddy pig called? What is the daddy pig called? What's the daddy pig called? What is a daddy pig called? Yes, divine. Daddy pig called. That's correct. So who can pronounce? He's not scared of pronouncing things. Eh? Who can pronounce BOAR for us? Yes, Chibeze.
Bor.
Ball?
Bor.
Burr. Oh no. It has two, what's it called? Syllables.
Syllable.
It has two syllables. So don't say it has to be something like that. So who? Yes, Audrey.
Bor.
Beautiful. It's called a boar. A daddy pig is called a boar. A daddy pig is called a
Bor.
and a mommy pig is called a
Sow.
then what is a baby pig called? Chimelo's hand wants to touch the ceiling. Alright, Chimelo.
Piglet.
That's correct. A baby pig is called a piglet. A daddy pig is called a boar, and a mommy pig is called a sow. Then a group of pigs, when they're together, what do you call them? A group of pigs. What do you call a group of pigs when they are together? Do you call them a tower? Do you call them a coalition? A flamboyance? A herd? A pride? What is a group of pigs called? Yes, a herd. No. What do you call a herd? A herd of? A herd of cow. A herd of sheep. So what do you call a group of pigs? We have a call. Let's hear from our caller. Hello. Hello. We lost that call. Okay, do call us back, okay? Who can tell me what a group of pigs is called? Okay, if for the Christians listening to us, there was a time Jesus prayed and the evil spirits in a man entered into a group of pigs and that drove the pigs into the river. And that term was used there. It entered into a group of pigs and it drove the pigs into the river. Alright, okay. Let me just give us a hint. It starts with the letter S and ends with the letter E. Oh, I don't know what else to do. It starts with the letter S and ends with the letter E. Okay, nobody wants to answer. No problem. Yes, do you want to attempt? Okay.
Swears. Swears.
Swears.
Swears. Swears. Swears.
We're not writing new dictionary here. Because I don't know. And then the way they're saying swears confidently. Hello, good morning. Hello, are you there? We lost that call. Hello, yes.
Swine.
That's correct. Go, Missa. Go, Missa. Go, Missa. Nice one. I'm happy. And then let me see if anybody is now able to answer the very first question I asked. When words that are spelled the same are pronounced differently, what are those words called? Chibiese.
Idioms.
No.
Prefix.
Yeah. It's not it. Okay. Yes, Chibiese.
Bondage.
The thing is that it ends with names. It ends with just like you people had indicated it. So you have antonyms, you have synonyms, you have names, you have names. So it ends with names. What does it start with? No, now tell me to tell you the answer now. Okay, guys. When words are spelled the same way, I think this means I should keep my book. Nobody needs it, but it's good. When words are spelled the same way but pronounced differently, They are called. Stop doing your faces ready to say I knew it. You didn't know anything. You didn't know it. Don't be doing as if it's about to enter your head. So when I now say the answer, you say just what I wanted. You didn't want to say. If you are saying, say it now. Yes, Ella. Homonyms. No. You metaphor. Oh, okay. You are still doing similar. Okay. When words are spelled the same way but are pronounced differently to give them different meanings, they are called heteronyms. Heteronyms. You see, it was not in the brain. Was it there?
No.
But I hope you learned something new today.
Yes.
So, when they are spelled the same but pronounced differently, they are called heteronyms. Can I hear you say that?
Heteronyms.
Alright, so assignment this week, go home, try to understand what heteronyms are, synonyms, homonyms, antonyms. Who knows? I may ask another question next week. Alright, so quick one before we call it a day. Just final words to those at home. Everybody, starting with you, Audrey.
Have a good Saturday.
Alright, have a good Saturday, guys. Chimelong, what do you have to say?
Don't take your time and don't rush.
Take your time. You know the rush. Just take your time. Don't rush. There is no rush in life. Take your time and do the right thing. Okay. Nice one.
Be a hard worker.
Be a hard worker. Be a hard worker and also a smart worker. The third little pig was not just a hard worker. He had sense. Nobody even talked about how he got the broccoli, the apples, and all that, the drums. He had sense. He was able to apply his wisdom, okay? So beyond being hardworking, be also smart. Thank you for that, Chibeze. Over to you, Miss Summer.
You should try not to be lazy.
Try not to be lazy. Laziness can be sweet. True or false? You just carry up your leg and watch TV morning to night. And then go and come last position and come back home. What is that? Laziness can be sweet. But do you know being hardworking is sweeter because the rewards outweigh the sacrifices and the things. So let's not be lazy, okay? Over to you, Ella.
Be clever.
Be clever. Use your head. Use your head and think. Alright? Nice one. David.
Don't be greedy.
Don't be greedy. Do not be greedy. Okay? Thank you for that. Over to you.
And don't try to kill anyone or how the wolf did.
Yes. Work hard for your things through the right means. Don't try to take advantage of others just to get what you need to survive. Okay? So those are very brilliant lessons from all the callers and all of us here in the studio. Thanks for being a part of the show today. And do well to join us same time, same station next week. But until then, don't forget that I
Love you.
Bye.